There is nothing that you are seeing here that is good than asking them.
Yes, God is
INEC to do justice with what is in the electoral law. That's what we are calling here. Justice to the electoral law. That's what we are calling.
Chaotic scenes at the INEC headquarters in Enugu. The legal representatives of the Labour Party governorship candidate denied access to the BVAS machine despite a court order. Nigeria's institutional failure and impunity are causing concerns. The Labour Party, PDP, has been involved in the court order to inspect the BVAS machine, but the INEC, a public agency funded by taxpayers, is protecting the interest of PDP. The INEC has become a bottleneck in the advancement of democracy in Nigeria, as they have not verified the number of accredited voters in Nkanu East local government area. Additionally, INEC officials in Abuja have instructed the resident commissioner in Enugu to announce the results without verification, causing serious overvoting issues. These issues highlight the need for better governance and transparency in Nigeria's governance system. The Labour Party is hiding from the court order to inspect the BVAS machine, which has been ordered by the court. It is time for the Labour Party legal team to return to the court and apply punitive measures to the resident electoral commissioner in Enugu. The next in line will follow suit and allow the Labour Party legal team to inspect the machine. The PDP candidate in Enugu used the old playbook of politicians to rig elections during governorship elections, similar to Wykes and Peter Emba's previous attempts. The INEC commissioner stood their ground, allowing the PDP candidate to pump 70,000 votes to beat the Labour Party candidate in Obingwa local government area. This demonstrates that the INEC is the main bottleneck in rigging elections for politicians. When they refuse to do the right thing, they refuse to obey the law and their own guidelines, enabling the wrong people to gain power. It is time for reform of the INEC to address these issues and ensure fair elections for all. In 1993, Nigeria held the freest and fairest election in its history without the use of technology. The election was conducted manually with an open ballot system, and the results were posted on a bulletin board. The chief returning officer, Professor Humphrey Nwosu, was invited to the election, and the results were posted without fear of anyone, including the military. When IBB asked Professor Nwosu why he didn't obey an Abuja High Court order that stopped the election, he denied having jurisdiction. The election was held, and IBB had no other choice but to annul it. The Nigerian record set 30 years ago is questioned, as Nigeria is supposed to be growing and surpassing its records. The regression in Nigeria is due to the lack of patriotism in institutions that uphold democracy. The INEC, the institution responsible for conducting elections, is compromised and needs to be reformed to improve democracy. The entire electoral process, including voting, must be changed to 2023, not 1970. The powers of most INEC officials should be removed, and the power to declare a winner should be by affirmation, not by a judge. The abuse of this power, as seen in INEC Chairman Mahmoud Yakubu, is akin to a military coup. The abuse of power by civil servants to declare a winner and then demand court action is unacceptable and a significant issue in Nigeria. Reform the system to ensure the will of the people is upheld. Instead of relying on someone to write figures and become governor, president, local government chairman, or senator, we should start punching the figures at polling units. Amendment the Electoral Act to allow electronic collation, similar to other countries. Eliminate collations at various levels, including local government, state, and Abuja levels, and focus on implementing a more efficient and transparent system. This can be done by machines and applications. We need to eliminate the rigging because majority of the rigging, when you look at the past elections, they were all done at the collation centers, from what level to local government level, all the collation centers. That's where they assemble and write anything they like and tell you to go to court. While writing all these results, they even prevent opposition party members from being inside the collation rooms. So why should we continue using a process that doesn't work and expect to get a different result? Imagine the savings when we start using electronic collation. The polling officer at the polling unit needs not to go anywhere after punching the figures. That's the end for him. He just needs to return the materials used in conducting the election. INEC couldn't need to employ people working at any collation center because all processes have been concluded at the polling units. That's where the elections hold anyway. So imagine the cost savings on logistics, on staff employing adult workers that you don't need. While the electronic collection is going on, everyone will be seeing it live in real time. There's no manipulation. They just need to secure their servers and encrypt their connections. And there will be no need to wait for several days to know the winner of the election. The winner of an election will be known within hours of polls closing, and a judge will verify the results. This transparent conduct eliminates the need for candidates to contest elections. However, today, people may write different results at polling units, and INEC will not verify them. This lack of verification is reminiscent of the time when Nigeria spent billions of naira on IREV machines to secure polling results. The INEC has since changed its approach, stating that they no longer use IREV and are now using manual methods. This raises questions about the transparency and legitimacy of the election process. So coming back to what is happening in Enugu, the judiciary to understand that they are the ones being ridiculed. How can a civil servant disobey the order of a court? The judiciary needs to assert their authority.